Hey y'all, hey, I'm back. It's your favorite realtor, Kim McBride, also known as Get Keys with Kim. Do not mind my appearance. I'm heading to the gym. But let's get into my story time about the title insurance. So a few years back, I decided that I wanted to be a real estate investor. And so I bought a property that was a foreclosure from the government, from HUD, and hired a title company. What they did was they looked at the history. Remember we talked about title companies? The history, the chain of ownership of the house, right? Over time. And so they found out that there was actually a water bill on the property. The water bill was somewhere between $200 and $400 or so. So they were like, well, since this is a foreclosure, you're going to be responsible for this water bill because HUD is not going to pay for it. So I was like, cool. They were like, you've searched the title, there's nothing else on there. So you're just responsible for the water bill, transfer taxes and fees, recordation and fees, all of those things. Paid it at the closing table. Y'all, not even a month later, I get a bill in the mail for $8,000, a water bill. And it is in the name of the past occupant or the former homeowner of the house. And I was like, I'm not paying this because let's just call him Earl Grey. I said, Earl Grey need to pay his bill. Okay, I told you, just starting in investing and very early in my real estate career, I had hired a friend. I thought he was a friend. He was actually my ex-fiance to manage the project of flipping this house. It was only supposed to take 4 months and it ended up taking almost 18 months. But that's a different story for another time. I don't have time to tell you how I had to sue him. When I went to go sell this property, y'all, why was there a ransomware happening in Baltimore at the time? Why when we go to settlement, they were like, well, Kim, there's some type of bill. There's a water bill that's in your name, and now it's $10,000. And so I was like, that's not my bill. I'll get Earl Grey. They were like, well, listen, if you want to go to closing, you got to pretty much pay this bill, right? That we can't do anything. The city is all tied up. They can't look into their computers because of this ransomware. Someone literally hacked into the city computers and held it ransom, y'all, while I was trying to close on this house that was supposed to be done 18 months ago. Y'all, I had to fork over almost $11,000 that I was not expecting at closing. The president of the title company said, Kim, did you get title insurance? I said, I don't know. And he was like, go through your documents, see if you got title insurance. I went through the documents. I do have title insurance. He said, you need to file a claim against the title insurance. So I'm going to be honest, they wasn't trying to help me. They were like, oh, that's your problem. I went back to him, the president, and I said, hey, I did exactly what you told me to do. And they're like, no, they're not going to help me. He said, oh, yeah, now this is what I want you to do. And I did exactly what they said. And you know what, baby? Did they not say, Miss McBride, what is your address? Because we're getting ready to cut you a check for that $10,000. We'll handle the city. You basically got this title insurance to cover you in case issues like this came up. Issues have come up. There's an issue with the city. They are currently experiencing some ransomware. We didn't know how long that was going to happen. You had to pay this $10,000+ out of pocket. And so what we're going to do is cut you a check. And now we're going to fight the city for our $10,000+ back. Ain't God good? The point of all of this is not just isn't God good. Okay. But it's also that you need to get title insurance. Because who got $10,000+ to give? And for me, it was $10,000. For you, it may be $5,000. For some people, it may $150,000. It could be the whole value of your house for a few $100s. For a one-time fee. I don't remember. It probably was like not even $250. Saved me almost $11,000. Okay? If you don't hear anything else that I'm saying, get title insurance. That title insurance will stay with you as long as you own the property. I mean, once you sell the property, you no longer have the title insurance. Y'all, I'm dropping jewels. And I'm giving them away for free. So if you're liking what I'm giving you, go ahead and hit that heart. Go ahead and hit that follow. Go ahead and send me a DM. Put it in the comments. Share this with a friend. And then get keys with Kim. Make it a great day on purpose. Deuces.